Welcome to Fractal Trading, Mastering Price Action and Beyond. This course is designed for traders in all levels of experience. The way this works is that the course starts with simple, basic, and necessary ideas, and the level of difficulty and complexity rises with each lesson all the way to the last lessons. If you are new to the Fractal Flow way of looking at the markets, you'll get in touch with many reliable techniques. And if you are an old Fractal Flow student, you'll get access to the interesting developments of those techniques, some very powerful new tools, and perhaps most importantly, to a new framework of analysis that makes it easier to tie all of these techniques together so you can smoothly go from blank chart to trade entry, stop, and target. One of the most difficult problems of price action reading is that the trader must know when to have a broad perspective of the chart and when to have narrow focus on a specific piece of price, and how to navigate between these two modes effectively. This is the problem that this new framework attempts to solve. This course uses the theoretical foundation of the last course called Advanced Trading Course Introduction to Fractal Trading, and it incorporates it in the context of candlesticks in a very practical way. There are loads of actionable trading tools and insights. We are focusing on candles first because they are a foundation for everything that comes next. Even though the focus is on candles, we are going to touch on many other subjects like phase analysis, divergence, volume, barriers, pitchforks, linear regression channels, market manipulations, risk management, trading psychology, performance evaluation, and much more. In trading, it's impossible to talk meaningfully about one thing in isolation. That means this course gives you full power to make high-quality trades from a broad perspective. The application of these techniques in the markets holds many insights and nuances that take a long time to learn. Perhaps the greatest value this course can add to you beyond the awareness of these techniques is the fact that I have applied these techniques for a long time, which means I already learned all these peculiarities, details, and pitfalls, and I can show and explain them to you quickly and explicitly. That means by watching this course, you can dramatically shorten your learning curve. Instead of taking years to reach certain conclusions by yourself, you can have access to these conclusions in a few hours. That's what a good trading course must do, in my opinion. Another important detail here is that in the Fractal Flow way of learning, we are interested in descriptive theories, not normative ones. A normative theory is concerned with how things should be. A descriptive theory seeks to describe how things actually are. In other words, we don't want to self-impose what we want to happen in the market. We want to use tools and perspectives that describe what the market is doing so we can make the best decisions. To ensure proper learning and protect the course material, the student has to answer a few questions correctly at the end of each lesson in order to access the next lesson. At the end, you'll receive a certificate of completion. This certificate indicates that you have mastery about the important subject of candles in the context of fractal price action trading.